One question, Ade, that's always asked, should it be the boxers themselves who are afforded the final say over when their time in the ring should actually be over? Very keen to get your take on this. This would apply, I would think, with all due respect to him, to Dave Allen, because last weekend he went in with Frazer Clarke. It was pretty one-sided. Dave was pulled out in the end, at the end of round 6, due to a jaw injury and a perforated eardrum. And yet it would seem he still wants to fight on, or does he? Asked him how he was this morning. This is Dave.
Yeah, I feel great. My jaw's actually fine. My eardrum's a bit bust, and I'm pretty sore. But I feel great. I'm in great spirits. You know, things have changed in my life. You know, I go home now to the missus and kids, and you know everything's changed. So I'm in a great place. And Saturday was another great experience for me. It didn't go my way, but I've got no complaints at all. I'm in a great place at the minute.
But Dave, I read your statement, and you say after that fight you're reflecting on a lot. You are a father, and you have young kids now. Are you now considering time up?
To be honest, I've got to give it a lot of thought, but I don't think so. You know, after nearly 4.5 years out of high-level competition, I went back in with Olympic medalist, and I didn't really feel out of place. I feel I've got something to give. I've got to find my correct level that I can compete at, and you know, keep training hard. And there's something to give, you know. But I'm a realist, so of course I'll sit down and have a think in a couple of weeks and go from there.
But you're prepared to take the right advice, Dave, as well.
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm always medically checked, and I've been cleared all this time. So, of course, yeah, health is always number one. But as long as my health is intact, you know, boxing is my passion.
It's your passion, but at some stage, Dave, you have to ask yourself: is it worth it?
Yeah, of course. The moment that the enjoyment goes, I will be following straight after. So until then, people might have to put up with me a bit longer.
Dave Allen speaking to me earlier. The moment the enjoyment goes, damaged jaw, perforated eardrum. Ade, I mean, I don't get it. Do you?
No, I never understand it with boxing. Look, first of all, I don't know why boxers even do it. I think it's the hardest sport in the world. It's one of the most dangerous sports in the world as well. But it can be, for some boxers, very rewarding. Not just financially, just emotionally. He would have walked in on Saturday, big fight card, big event. He's taken an Olympic bronze medalist, and all the lights, the bright lights, the interviews before. He's missed all of that. So it isn't always just sometimes the financials. And boxers don't seem to know how to get that from anywhere else. They don't want to walk away from it. And we've seen boxers spiral down very dark places when they don't get that from boxing, and they try and get it from elsewhere. I like him. He's such a good character. Dave Allen, he's fantastic. He sells the fights well. I know he manages and trains boxers, and I'd love him to kind of focus on that side of things. One thing he did say, Jim, that I sort of caught onto was he wants to kind of find his level.
Yeah.
And so, so he might think, you know, let me take another couple of steps down, maybe to the English level, and sort of focus on that. So he will continue. And there's so many different broadcasters now and promoters that would take him on because, again, he sells tickets, he puts bums on seats. But I would love to see him call it a day, but I think we can gather from what he said to you that he probably won't.
Yeah. I mean, they become their own worst enemies, some of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, the motivations that drive them, whether it's because they can't stay out of the spotlight or whether it's because of economic reasons, I don't know what his are. But the fact is, the matter is, for Dave Allen, what worries me for him is he's going to be brought in just simply for prospects and for people that are so basically he was brought in for Frazer Clarke to make Frazer Clarke look good, so that Frazer Clarke can move on to the next level. And we've seen Dave's level. You know, he's gotten beat by Luis Ortiz, he's gotten beat by Dillian White, he got beaten by David Price
badly, that one
badly, and I thought that was the end of this. And he's come back and had 2-3 fights since then. He's won those fights, but they're sort of meaningless fights. He goes in against Frazer Clarke, and you see where he is now. You know where he is, and if he wants to be in that space and be utilised for prospects, I guess there's a space for that. I would feel that's quite a sad end of your career, but who am I to tell someone what they should live their life like?
Yeah, Bobby in Weymouth is loving you two talking boxing. Great show as always. Because listen to Simon and Ade all day on boxing. On Dubois, there are levels in boxing. He's just not elite level. Simple as.
No, sometimes there is that, and some you've got to be honest with it as well. But he's taken on the very, very elite. Alexander Usyk's a pound for pound top 3, top 4. There's no shame in losing to that guy. And
Can he get to the very top, Ade?
Potentially, when these guys retire, Fury's 34, 35, Usyk's 38. 36, Wilder's 30. All these guys are going to be gone in a couple of years. So you can almost just make sure he's still okay. When he's 27, 28, I think he can beat what's out there. I really do. So they've just got to be careful how they manage him. Yeah, because putting him in with guys like Usyk and Joyce it's not good for you.